For me, it's about the law and people. I just need facts, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Just facts. And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. And I encouraged people to talk to each other to try to resolve their problems.
Justice with truth.
Do not waste your time and do not waste mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Jesse Jones is suing Angel Johnson in the amount of $1,325. Mr. Jones claims Mr. Johnson took a cheap shot during what was supposed to be a fun jousting match and says he required medical attention as a result.
Okay, Mr. Jones, you are here suing the defendant for $1,325 for some medical bills because you are claiming that Mr. Johnson, you got into a fight, Mr. Johnson, so he caused some physical injury, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Okay, so why don't you explain what happened?
The defendant and I were at a party put on by Jada over here to my left.
Okay.
And as the evening went on, we were both put into a situation where we entered into a jousting ring. Are you familiar with a jousting ring like from American Gladiator?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I also have a picture here if that would be helpful.
Sure. Cinder, why don't you go ahead? Okay, you're in a joust. Was this like a game or was it like?
Your Honor, it was play fighting. We're
play fighting?
We're just play fighting. It wasn't nothing serious.
I see. So it's a it's like games for grown-ups, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, so that's what you guys were doing.
That's how it started. That's not how it finished.
Okay. Explain.
Yes.
That is how it finished.
So anyways, we were both on our, respective podiums or whatever you want to call them, and we both had our jousting sticks. And people had gone before, so it was all cool, nothing really crazy about it. So we were just, tapping each other back and forth like you usually do with the jousting sticks. Mm-hmm. And it kind of came just naturally ended, and we were both just kind of resting there. And all of a sudden, he just swings as hard as he can right at my head, and he tried to give me a concussion. And
with what, his hand or?
He swung with the jousting stick.
Okay, and you were on the floor?
After he swung or before he swung?
We were play fighting,
when
Your
he
Honor.
swung?
When he swung, we were still on the podiums.
Okay, you were still on the podiums, but you thought that the jousting was over.
Yeah, when you can just kind of naturally feel that things have come to a close.
Okay, so you both calmed down, no big deal.
Exactly,
you were walking to your corner.
Neither of us were really defending ourselves in the play term sense, so.
So then you came after him and hit him with your joust.
No, I was play fighting with him.
Okay,
I can catch my breath.
He's trying to. I understand, but my question is, he thought it was over, but then you hit him with the joust.
Well, he never yelled stop.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we was continue to play fight. So, how I'm supposed to know? I mean, if we're catching our breath, I can catch my breath and swing at the same time. You never said stop.
Okay,
so,
all right. So then what else happened? So he hit you.
There's a line to things. Like, after a certain line, you have to defend your honor.
Okay.
And after that, we just kind of got involved further, and it kind of developed into more of an intense wrestling fighting session.
Okay. So this fun jousting for grown-ups became an actual catfight between two grown men.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand it might sound like that, but there's a history in our relationship.
And you're saying he's the aggressor because you suffered injuries.
1,000%.
Okay,
it's not my fault he didn't stretch, Your Honor.
Did you suffer any injuries?
None whatsoever.
Okay, none whatsoever. Okay. And did you go at him harder than you would when you were play fighting?
I would go at him just as if it was anybody else.
Okay.
That's not true. He's always that out for me.
There's a difference between play fighting and then fighting, right?
Right.
Okay.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
We were
so
play
you're a
fighting.
grown man and you still fight.
So we're horse playing, and we swinging, and I mean, it's normal. Everybody did it prior to us, and I mean, he just always has something to say about something. I mean, we take a break.
So you guys have known each other, from what I understand, since college.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes, I met the defendant back in 2012 when I joined the University of Alabama. Mm-hmm. He was already in the fraternity Phi Phi.
All right. So you met him in college, and what happened?
So from the jump, I could just tell he had some sort of issue with me, and he just had it out for me from the beginning, because he was my big brother, so I was forced to be around him very often because of that in the fraternity.
You were his fraternity big brother?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately. That is correct.
They put you as his big brother with this animosity that I could actually feel between you two?
To toughen him up, to prepare him.
Prepare him for what?
I mean,
for a
just
jousting fight,
for the
for grown-ups,
future,
or
for
plastic?
anything that he has to encounter. I mean, I had to play that role.
Fighting? Make him
we're
rough,
play
tough?
fighting. I'm just, you know.
I don't understand
It's
your
tough
role.
love. It's called tough love.
Okay, in college.
I wasn't trying to bully him.
So what kind of tough love did you give him in college?
Well, I showed him around campus. I showed him different little things. Meet new people. Anything. I mean, if he needed help around the area, directions, or whatever, I was there to assist him.
I see that. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
He's
it.
making himself sound a little bit better than he actually was at that time.
All right, so why don't we just get with it, because
Yes.
I need to understand how the $1,300 comes into play. So you have a minute to tell me what's going on, and then Mr. Johnson's going to respond, and then we're going to hear from the witnesses.
Okay, okay.
Because I have a feeling this is a telenovela.
Yes, Your Honor.
Coming up on Justice for All.
You embarrassed him in front of girls and made his life
helped him
miserable.
up. I helped him
Made
up.
his life miserable in college.
I didn't.
You didn't? You protected him?
I protected him.
You love him?
I love him with all my heart.
That's a twisted kind of love.
You do.
Closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Jesse Jones, who is suing Angel Johnson for medical expenses.
So we have history, obviously. He's had it out for me from day one. He's always tried to one-up me in front of groups of people. He's always tried to question my manhood. He's always trying to put me down, especially when there's women around. And it just kind of developed. And then there was a serious incident at a homecoming football game. And he actually tripped me while I was carrying a full cooler of ice. And in front of everybody, after he tripped me while I was on the ground in the ice, he got everybody around to point and laugh and look at me. And then after that, I got invited to
That's not
this
true,
part.
Your Honor.
That
Your
is
Honor,
exactly
that's
true.
I said he's going to go, then you're going to go. Then you got invited to this
So
party.
after that, I got invited to the party, and that's the situation that we discussed earlier, where I arrived to the party, I was having a good time, I was trying to keep my distance from Angel, and then all of a sudden, we ended up in the backyard at the jousting ring,
And then he did more than jousting and basically, and what did you do? You broke your arm, you fractured your arm?
Yes, so right after it happened, thankfully,
sprain.
Natalie was there with me, and she was able to drive me home because my shoulder was actually in a decent amount of pain, but
Okay.
I figured I could just ice it, wake up the next day, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
That wasn't the case. When I woke up the next day, I could barely move it,
Okay.
so I went into urgent care, and the doctor said I had a serious sprain.
So what, okay, serious spraying, and I understand that. What, if you volunteer to play fight, especially in these blow-up type things for adults, it's foreseeable that you would get hurt. So if you're jousting and playing this, why do you blame him?
Yes, Your Honor, I can understand that. I did not volunteer to play fight. I was intentionally trying to distance myself from Angel, and
But
when
you
we
just
got
told me that you were fighting with him. though.
Yes, and when we got out to the jousting ring, I was over by myself just drinking, and then the two people that were ahead of us doing the fight, they pop off, and then all of a sudden, he starts yelling, "Oh, Angel and Jesse, it's our time to fight. Let's get up there and do this."
I do not yell.
So this is after you got off the jousting?
No. This is how he riled the crowd up and forced me into the jousting
to
ring.
go to the jousting.
That is correct. Yes,
So-
I wouldn't have been in it at all if
But
it wasn't for that.
why say no? I'm not doing it. Why say yes?
Yeah, the fraternity has a pretty significant mob mentality when there's a lot of people around and there's drinks and things, and I just
I
kind of
get
got
it. I've
forced
been around the
into
Greek
it.
system when I was in college, but you are no longer in college, right?
Correct.
How old are you guys now?
I'm 28, Your Honor.
28. So this is after you guys graduated. So it's great to hang out with your brothers, great to hang out with your college friends, but you don't have to go and fight if you don't want to in the jousting ring, right?
He was never forced, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, you always have a choice, but
You decided to do it. Okay,
yes.
and that's how you got hurt, etc. All right, so 1 minute, tell me what happened.
We come there, everybody's there, we vibing, we lit, it's all friends. You know, so we get out there and I feel like we can air some things out, set aside our differences or whatnot.
Oh, so you're admitting that there was differences like when you guys were in college?
Yeah, since we, you know, so I feel like this is a time where we can blow out some steam. You know, and this is, and we're men, so I pointed them out. I didn't yell. I pointed him out. We get in there. We do our thing.
I get that.
You know, we do our thing a little bit. Catch a break. I catch my breath and I throw one. And he over-exaggerates over everything.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay. Were you concerned that he got hurt?
I was. I'm always concerned.
That's not true.
Like my little bro.
But you're like the tough guy. He's saying that you were like impossible, you were mean, and you embarrassed him in front of girls and made his life miserable.
I helped him
Made
up.
his life miserable in college.
I didn't.
You didn't? You protected him?
I protected him.
You love him?
I love him with all my heart.
That's a twisted kind of love. That's a twisted kind of love.
Ladies, you can stand next to the gentleman, but do not say anything until I ask you, please. You can stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please, come on. All right. So on that, I'm going to finish with Mr. Johnson. I will go to Jada, and then I will go to you, Natalie. That's the order, okay? All right. So, Mr. Johnson, so you say that you loved him, you were trying to make things right, you thought that you knew there was tension, things that happened in college, but he's an over-exaggerator. Did you know he got hurt?
No.
Or did you think he was over-exaggerating?
I think he was over-exaggerating.
All right.
I didn't think he was hurt at all.
Did you know he went to the hospital and he had a fracture
He
shoulder
knows.
sprain?
I let him know that. I texted him and called him. He ignored everything.
And what did you think when you heard that?
I thought this was like, is he serious? Could he? I mean, I'm a tattoo artist. I'm booked. I have tattoo patterns for the whole week.
I noticed.
He's calling me. He's bugging me.
Yeah.
I'm losing money. I'm losing sleep.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was a game. I see it's not.
When he left the party, did he walk out okay?
When he left out the party, he was fine.
Okay. All right. So, Jada, what happened? What say you?
Your Honor, I threw the party at my house in hopes.
Oh, it was your house?
Yes, it was my house.
So you got this blow up.
I did. I'm a bit of a hostess. I like to throw events, and I was hoping this particular event, as Jesse had said, we all went to school together. I had
All four of
hoped
you went to school together?
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other for a while. It was summertime, outdoors, a little bit of drinks. You know, it was about 50 people there.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Jesse has kind of always been the Batman to Angel's Robin. They're always together in spite of the fact that they don't always get along.
I don't know what kind of comic book she reading.
Closed captioning provided by. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Jesse Jones, who is suing Angel Johnson for medical expenses.
So what happened? Quickly tell me, Jada, in your opinion.
I did hear Angel say, like, how about we go toes, one-on-one? Jesse
Did he say it aggressively?
No, honestly, Your Honor, Jesse has kind of always been the Batman to Angel's Robin. They're always together in spite of the fact that they don't always get along.
I don't know what kind of comic book she reading, because that is not it.
And Robin turned into Redhead. So.
Wait. So you two weren't friends?
Farthest from it. Farthest.
Really?
I don't know if he views it like that, but I do not view it like that.
Afterwards, though, I suppose, you know, maybe while he was sitting down, catching a breath, which I do feel you should have called timeout, that's what this is for, you know, that at that moment, he saw his opportunity and he took it. And
a cheap shot. That's what she means by opportunity.
I mean, you're in a jousting ring. We've all seen wrestling. It's nothing fair. There's nothing fair about war.
They were jousting, not wrestling.
And it's an inflatable jousting stick, so nobody thought he would sprain himself.
All right, so you think that Mr. Jones was over-exaggerating?
I mean, he's saying he sprained himself. I heard about this through Natalie. She was really upset.
Jesse's clumsy. He always been clumsy.
Okay, all right, so
this is true.
Natalie, give me your side of the story.
So me and Jesse, we showed up to the party together. I drove us there. Everyone's greeting everybody. I kind of venture off while Jesse is going and socializing. I'm getting us some drinks. Some time goes by. I didn't find him until afterwards when I heard Angel yell, "Hey, Angel and Jason." Angel.
I did not yell.
Yes, you did, because I heard it, because that's when I went running to the back. That's when I went running to the backyard. And at first I thought y'all were doing okay. I really thought that you were doing better, Angel. I really did. I thought he was doing better.
Coming up.
Yeah, Jada said she was trying to get in touch with everybody's inner kid, but she knew what she was doing. She was trying to instigate this.
Closed captioning provided by. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Jesse Jones, who is suing Angel Johnson for medical expenses.
I thought that they were getting their aggression out.
Okay.
And then I saw there was a break. There was definitely a break.
Okay.
And that's when Angel took a cheap shot. I thought all was good.
With a plastic jousting stick?
Yes, with the
Okay.
joust stick.
Okay.
Yeah, Jada said she was trying to get in touch with everybody's inner kid, but she knew what she was doing. She was trying to instigate this.
I was hoping a resolution
Yes,
would
yes.
come about, but
She said she hoped the rest-
She
The only
waited
instigator.
until after you graduated, planned a beautiful party
Thank you.
where everybody had drinks,
Thank you.
specifically rented this jousting rubber ring, and specifically planned it where you and Angel would fight together?
Your Honor, it's a co-ed fraternity, so we've all known each other for a very long time, and
So
I don't know.
but you're saying that was the plan?
I don't know what kind of relationship they got, but I could always tell she just wanted to stick up for him no matter what. It was
She's
like,
always been like that too, Your Honor.
Yeah.
It's
when it's
always
all
been
said and
like
done,
that.
you came into the ring willingly, and when you lost, now someone's being sued, Angel's being sued.
I
I'm
didn't
here
get-
protecting and defending
You're
my
right, he
friends.
blames me for everything. Can I give you an example?
I didn't lose, I got assaulted.
Okay, give me a quick
Can I-
example because I'm getting a little frustrated.
Okay.
So go ahead.
He was interested in one girl at this school, and that one girl was interested in me. I had no clue, and here he goes, come blaming me, talking about I went behind his back, you trying to talk to the girl that I'm talking to. I'm like, dude, you need to chill out.
I saw you two walk out the room together, though.
You see
Natalie,
everything.
I saw
We
you
don't-
two
you
walk
got-
out the
You're
room
the reason
together.
this keeps going.
When is it going to end? College happened. It's over. It's the real world now. Move on. It doesn't matter anymore.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. Promotional consideration provided by
You went to a party, willingly went to a party that your friend Jada helped, right? You willingly went into a ring, a blow-up jousting ring that fourth graders or kids who are 4, 5, 6 are celebrating a birthday that if you've ever been on one, it's very hard to walk, even if you have your shoes off, first of all. Now, you're a grown man. How tall are you?
6'2", 6'3".
Okay, how tall are you?
6'1",
6'1"?
yeah,
And how much do you weigh?
193.
How much do you weigh?
200.
On a plastic inflatable mattress, basically. I need direct proof that he actually intended on purpose to actually injure you. Actually injure you. And I'm not getting it from Natalie. I'm not getting it from Jada. So you assume the risk when you go on something like this. I feel bad that you're out of pocket $1,300. I really do. And I'm not siding with Angel. I'm just citing on the facts and the law, what you've given me. So in good faith, based on the evidence, I cannot grant your claim of $1,325. Good luck, guys.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
So I guess that's it, huh?
Man, look, it was a lot in the darkness, and a little light got shed today, so.
I respect their decision, but I don't agree with it, and I think it's probably just best to go separate ways.
You still my boy, you know, man. I love you, man. We've been through a lot. We can still be friends, you know.
I think our versions of brotherly love is different, bro.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.